Motion Filter by Denise Audio is an auto filter plugin, not revolutionary by any means. That makes you wonder if this plugin offers enough to warrant at least checking it out. I think it does. As I said, the plugin is an auto filter. You can choose from 4 different types here and you get 4 different slopes for each of them. The frequency of this filter will then automatically move. In this plugin, that's either done with an LFO triggered by the envelope of the audio, which means the level of the incoming audio and, for instance, the length of the softer and louder parts. Fortunately, for what seems a bread and butter type of auto filter, you get some more useful controls like the direction of the filter movement, start and end frequency, attack and release, and more. Like this plugin offers unique functions that, while some DAWs like Ableton will have similar capabilities, not every DAW can replicate. And this plugin has a sidechain, which I think is the biggest asset of this plugin. More on that in a sec. By the way, if you really want to support the channel, just subscribe and make sure you hit that like button. Where this plugin shines, I think, is when you go into more unknown territories. For instance, Motion Filter can do that envelope filter effect pretty well. Check this next bass guitar. To achieve the desired sound, some tweaking of the settings is necessary. However, to really sell the bass envelope filter sound, I've added a saturation plugin after. I wished the plugin had saturation built in. And here it is in the mix. To take this a step further and have more control, you need to get more advanced and use the sidechain. This will let you use any audio source to trigger the filter movement. I will use a simple square wave from a synth for that. Be careful to enable the sidechain here and in the plugin as well. This offers you a lot of control on when exactly the filter moves or not, and this is very powerful. The motion filter has all qualities to be a deep bleeder. That means it will roll off high-end to remove hi-hat and cymbal bleeds from, for instance, a snare drum track, but leaves the snare hit intact and can sound more natural and useful than a normal gate. With detection you get something like this. You hear the plugin working a bit too much, but the magic happens when you use the powerful sidechaining again. Staying with the snare, you can also use a motion filter to clean up the low end bleed and have just the low end where the snare plays, keeping the higher bleed but removing the low end of the kick. I am using the high pass filter and the direction of the filter is downwards. And again, using the sidechain makes this even more useful in combination with the resonance. You can add a real low end thumb, keep the higher bleed and remove all bass from low end. Let's use the filter on my voice when I talk about the sponsor of this video. If you need to split the revenue of your releases with multiple collaborators, DistroKid has splits. This enables you to, very simply, split the revenue you make. Add as many collaborators for a release you want and decide how much of the cake they get in percentages. On top of that, you can set recoupments as well. So if you agree on a fixed fee instead of royalties, this is the way to do that. Get 7% off of your first year with DistroKid by using the link in the description. Motion filter is just a 30.5 megabytes of a download, which is refreshing considering plugins tend to get larger these days. The plugin is zero latency and CPU usage is extremely low. I have to mention that the user interface is clean, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It spots that new Denise audio look, which you also can find in, for instance, their new Bass XXL plugin. My video of it is displayed on screen and linked in the description below.